it's a very interesting thing that people talk about. But the truth of the matter is that the issue of Obuasi and Johannesburg is deeper than people normally put it. The classic difference between Johannesburg and Obuasi is that over a long period of time, systematically, our policies did not permit places like Obuasi and other mining towns to develop, because the fundamental difference between the mining architecture of Johannesburg and the mining architecture of our country was that the value was retained in Johannesburg, and it was done so years ago. Rand Refinery was established in 1901, more than 100 years ago. And the shareholders of Rand Refinery are the mining companies themselves. And the shareholders, the owners of the mining operations in Johannesburg are South Africans. So the money gets retained in South Africa, and that's how come Johannesburg got developed. It's as simple as that. That's what happened. And it is because for decades, since 1957, we did not put in place those kinds of policies. We had an arrangement where foreigners come in, they take up the concession, they give us 10%, they pay royalties, they pay corporate tax, and that is all we get. The money that comes out of the mining gets out of our country. It is now that we are gradually, systematically putting the building blocks in place to retain the value of our mining industry in Ghana, such as the Minerals Income Investment Fund, which itself is investing and acquiring interest in mining operations in our country, just as the Ghana Integrated Aluminium Development Corporation, which is taking by law mandatorily 30% of all mining operations in bauxite operations in Ghana. Ghana Bauxite Company sold its shares not too long ago. The Chinese sold their shares. Government insisted that the shares be sold to a Ghanaian. So for the first time, the shares of Ghana Bauxite Company is being held by a Ghanaian entrepreneur. And Ghana Integrated Aluminium Development Corporation holds 30% of that. The Gold Purchase Program of Bank of Ghana, all of it is geared at retaining the value of our mining industry here in Ghana. We've just built one of the biggest refineries in Ghana, gold refineries in Ghana. The president will be commissioning it in the course of this year. And ultimately, the plan is to get that refinery a London Bullion Market Association certification. Those are the gamut of measures, including local content, moving the local content list from 11 to 45, so that for now, 45 goods and services and items can only be procured by Ghanaians. These are the measures you put in place to lithium. The president is instructed that the full value chain of lithium development should be here in Ghana. We are not going to allow even a single component of the value chain to be exported. These are the measures you put in to get the money in your country for you to have a Obuasi like Johannesburg or Taco like Johannesburg. It cannot be just rhetoric. And it is a matter of years of policy that should have been enacted, which was not enacted, and which is being enacted today.